Do you ever struggle to keep the passion and connection in your relationship alive?
Hi, I'm Jeff.
And I'm Lori with Aspen Relationship Coaching, and this is the Healthy Life Project.
Here are 5 tips to keep your relationship strong and vibrant. So the first tip is to be the person you really want to be. Too often we rely on our partners or on our relationship to make us feel secure or confident or valued. Instead, commit to being authentically the person you really want to be and take responsibility for moving your life in that direction. Our partners are someone with whom to share our lives, not someone to become dependent upon. The second tip is don't let resentments pile up. The little annoyances that don't seem to be that big of a deal in the moment can build up to be an unresolvable mountain of resentment that can kill a relationship. So commit to regular check-ins, weekly or monthly, so that you can resolve those resentment issues and clear the air. At first, this might seem challenging to do, to talk about your resentments in a non-judgmental and non-blaming way, as it's difficult to hear from your partner how your actions and your behaviors might be impacting them. But stick with it. With a little bit of practice, it can become exponentially easier to do.
So our third tip for you today is to practice mindful communication. If you find yourself communicating with your partner out of frustration or feeling emotionally charged, it's really important to take a time out and take a few deep breaths. What this does is it tells your brain and your body that you really are safe and that things really are okay. And then from that place, you can take some time and figure out what it is that you're really feeling and needing and wanting from your partner. And once you have that insight, go back in, meet with your partner, and share that with them in a really respectful, calm, and centered way. Too often we get caught up in those moments of conflict and we just drive those conversations further and further into the hole. So take some time and practice. So our fourth tip for you today is don't let intimacy die. So many relationships, once they move out of that honeymoon phase, they let intimacy and sex in particular fall further and further down the priority list. But sex is really important in relationships. What most people don't know is that it releases this amazing flood of hormones for both the male and the female brain. And those hormones make us feel really bonded and just deepen that connection that we have with our partner. And it's that deep bonding and connection that holds us together and helps us weather those storms. So if this is a relationship issue for you, it's okay, but commit to keep working on it. One thing that you can do is connect to your own sensuality, whether it's through art or music or food even. Find ways that excite you and that tune you back into your senses, and then bring that back to your partner. At the very least, keep talking about it. Don't let it become the elephant in the room. If intimacy is something that you're struggling with, keep using those conversations with your partner as a way to bring the spark back. Our fifth tip for you is to find something every day that you're grateful for about your partner or the life you're creating together. It's so easy in those ups and downs of relationships for us to get caught up in the day-to-day minutia and the things that are irritating or frustrating us. But it's so important to be able to take the time and say to your partner, here's what I appreciate about you, and I love you. So share how much you care about your partner and remind them that they matter.
We know that relationships are hard, but they're well worth the effort.
So commit to taking action today. Let's keep the conversation going. Share with us one tip or tool that you have and that you use to keep the spark in your relationship alive.